Grand risings, my darlings. How are we all doing today? I hope that we're all doing well. I sure am. So, we're doing fortune telling and whatnot today. So if you'd like a reading, just let me know. There we go. Good morning, my darling. How are you doing? Ooh. Doesn't want to show up on my thing. That's odd. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the heart, me. Let me just expand this. Pop out. Bring over. Enlarge. Enlarge. Move over. There we go. Now I can see the chat. Hello, my darlings. How are we all doing? I am early today, but I won't be on this evening. So, yeah, we're early. We're early. And we're going to be on till I need to basically stop, which will be this afternoon. So it's going to be a long live. We're going to go as long as we can. And I've just got to keep drinking. So yeah. If you'd like a reading, please do let me know. Thank you for the gifts. My voice still hasn't woken up, so I'm going to sound a little quiet. But now, if you'd like a reading, let me know. Yes or no's are free. Anything else is paid. Hello, Anna. How are you, my darling? Thank you for the follow. Watch can be added. What would you like your reading on, my darling? You and JJ, and what's to come. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. I'll put my glasses on late, and now my eyes won't work properly. Give me 1 second. Right, let me get my timer up. There we go. Let's see what you and JJ get. Good morning. Let's see what you and JJ get. Of course you can get a reading, my darling. If you just do !@ link, and it will send you to my link tree. Right, let's see what you get, Alicia. What I would say here is I feel like he is manifesting and I feel like he is dreaming. Okay. What I will also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is trying to show up for you, but I feel like he is stuck. I feel like he's overwhelmed. Okay, and I feel like he's got a little too much going on. I feel like he's trying to work this out better than you think. Okay, so he is trying to make himself seen. He is trying to make himself understood. And I feel like he's struggling with that. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he needs to refine himself, redefine himself. And I feel like that's what he's doing. Okay. That's what he's doing. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, especially the Page of Pentacles, is I feel like he has to understand where he needs to put his energy. Okay. Yeah, I charge. This is my business. This is what I do. This is how I make my money. Okay. It's free on Mondays. Mondays are the only freebie days I do. What I will also say here, thank you for the follow, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel once he finds his energy, that's when he can work. Okay, you found yourself. You understand yourself. You know what you want. You know what you need. He doesn't. Okay. And that is why he is the Page of Pentacles and you are the Queen. What I will also say here, for you as well, my darling, is you've got to start finding your new future. Start manifesting your new future. Start going for it. Start planning. Okay, because right now you don't have a plan in hell in where you want to go. You don't have a plan in hell in what you want to do. Okay, you've got an idea. There's no plan. And you need to find that plan, my darling. Okay, you need to make that plan. You need to make it happen. You need to decide it. Until you have it, there is nothing. Okay, I feel like that's what the both of you need to work out. Okay, my darling. I feel like you're overthinking the situation. He's overthinking it, and you both need to find your balance. Okay. What I will also say here is, I know you haven't asked, but I do see work coming your way. Okay. So I do feel like we have a positive there as well. Okay, my darling. At the same time, with the Ace of Cups and the Devil mixed in with the Ten of Pentacles mixed in with the Nine of Wands, yeah, there's a little bit of a worry. He's out of control slightly. Okay, hello Yasmi. Okay, he's out of control slightly mentally, but he is being reeled in and he is coming back. Sharon, thank you for your payment. I feel like he is just finding his boundaries at this point. Okay, my darling. He'll find them soon. Okay. Does that make sense? Oh, your mental health will get better, my darling. It always does. Okay, don't you worry. Hello, my darling. How are you? But yeah, does that make sense, Boo? Brilliant. Also, to the person that asked, do you charge? Of course I charge. Why'd I give my energy for free? I only do it once a week. You ain't gonna get my energy free for the whole week. Good lord. Good lord, I'm not a charity. I do yes or no questions whether you're a follower or not. I do. I don't know why my T-Dane didn't pay. It was a mod read. Do I have Queen, please? The Guardian of the Pillars told you. What do your cards say? What? What? That makes no sense, but okay. Okay. Will you and C get married? Let's see. Yes, you will. Oh, yes. Do 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 do. Queen, do you say you sent on Instaboo? I'm only asking because I've not got a notification. Oh no, you've sent it in the chat. How will it be for the next week back on Tuesday? Okay. Let's have a look. I was going to say I can't find your question. Don't do that to me. I'm so used to you sending it on Insta. I was there like, where's the question? What have you done to it? You had confused thy soul. You had. Right, let's have a look at what your work's going to be like. Let's see. Let's see. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, your work's going to be fine. I do see that for the first week it is going to be stressful on the first day back, and as the week progresses it is going to get easier. I do still see people are going against you. Okay, people are still going to be trying to use you. People are still going to be trying to get you done. Okay, and that's due to jealousy. What I would say here, though, is you're very strict. You're very, you. Okay, and I feel like you should stay that way. What I would say here... Oh, I got my hairs on there. What I would also say here for you as well is you are going to find it a little awkward this week, okay? A little bit painful. I feel like you're going to get a little bit bored by the end of the week, which is what we want, okay? Because that means that you've worked quite hard. That means that you've done quite a lot. So what I would say here is the plan is you get bored by the end of the week. That is what we need. That is what we want, okay? That is what we're desiring. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do see a doctor's appointment coming for you this week. Okay, due to you being overstressed, I also feel like you're going to have a problem with your breathing at work. Okay, that is due to the amount you smoke. Okay, so it is finally catching up with you. Okay, my darling. So you might actually put on a stronger inhaler or an inhaler. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you are going to go a little further. I do feel like your boss is going to want to talk to you. Someone is going to betray you as well. Someone is going to go behind your back. What I would also say here is I do actually see someone getting fired. Okay, I see a threatening of someone getting fired, so you might actually be called into the office to make a statement. Okay, I also see a new home starting to come. I do see you starting to find a place to live. Okay, to move out to, without your family going behind your back. Okay, your boss is talking about that. Okay, that's what your boss is going to be talking to you about, is that person being fired, but they need a statement from you. Okay, because they don't know if you're involved or not. They don't know if you know what's going on, so they're literally asking everyone. Okay, and I feel like that's going to make it easier for you, because you're going to you won't say anything. Okay, because you don't know what's gone on. But he's asking you because he trusts you. Okay, my darling. So we do have that explosion at work. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well is it is going to be a bit of an obstacle week. Nothing too bad, nothing too hard. You will get the clarity that you want. You will have some talkative people. They're going to be trying to distract you. What I will say is you will be leading the group though. Okay, so you will be leading a group, making it stronger for people. There is going to be a group exercise to make you guys work together better. But what I will say here is that there is going to be an opportunity for you to get paid more. Okay, does that make sense? Brilliant. I'm glad it does. Thank you for the gift, my darling. Thank you. By the way, chat, I don't always know what the gifts are called, because I am streaming on Streamlabs, so I can't always see what they are. I don't know the names of all the new ones. Thank you for the rose, my darling. I'm good, thank you, my darling. I know I am early today. Don't get used to it. My eyes still haven't woken up, so a little watery. So I got woken up by my alarm on my phone, because I set like a 45-minute alarm for me to listen to some music. I did that last night. Now, instead of setting it to make my phone go to sleep afterwards and turn itself off, I set the alarm sound to Sweet But Psycho. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. That song, that woke me up. So, yeah. Is Jason thinking about you being in a relationship with him? Let's see. Yes, my darling, yes. He will actually be sending you a message soon, asking you out. Okay. And we're looking about in about a month. I feel like he also might get you some flowers as well. Okay. Do I have Sharon, please? You're very welcome, my darling. While I wait for that, will your anxiety attacks get better? Let's see. They will once you get help. Okay. Sharon, hello, my darling. Current energy between Ian and you. Of course, my darling. Let me just change decks. Thank you for the You Are Awesome, my darling. It's taken me over 2 months to learn that name. The You Are Awesome gift. Thank you for the rose, my darling. Chat, can you believe I've been... Oh, shit. Can you believe I've been doing this for almost 3 or 4 years now and I still don't know the name of the bloody gifts? Whoops. Whoops. Come on, tighten up. 1 sec. My knob's a little loose. I've got a loose knob. Thank you for the morning flowers, I think they're called, or bouquet. Thank you for the love you. 1 sec. My knob is loose. Are they both loose? Okay, both my knobs are loose and they don't like to tighten. There we are. We got the deck I wanted. So, let's see what you get, my darling. Let's see. Not me coming in where you said I have at least knob. Oh, I would just leave your knob. Oh, Lord. Oh, thank you. Yasmin, those gifts were enough, my darling. Any gift makes me happy, whether it's a penny or whether it's 100. I don't care. A gift is a gift and money is money. It's all hard earned. That's how I think of it. So, let's see how Ian feels about you, Sharon. Let's have a look. Hello, Jay. How are you, my darling? Let's see. Let's see. Thank you for the rose, my darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, right. Okay, he's a little confused. Okay. And it's not about you. He's a little confused about himself. It's almost like he needs to find his spirituality. It's almost like he's starting to question himself, my darling. Because I feel like he just needs a change. What I will also say here is I feel like he still has feelings for you, but I feel like he's just trying to work on who he is. Okay, thank you for the follow. I feel like it is going to get easier for him. I do feel like he's going to work on himself. But what I would say here is I feel like people have been questioning him. And I feel like it's hurting his decision because he's there like, hang on a minute. Why am I suddenly being questioned? Okay. So it's almost like he's got to try and find himself out and understand himself once again, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like he is working on how he speaks. He's working on how he acts and how he thinks as well. Okay. I feel like he is trying to meditate as much as he can, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like he is trying to work for the community. Okay, and understand the community a little bit more. Okay, because he wants to be a better person, so he's not really thinking about you as much as you would hope. What I will also say here is I feel like he will be triumphant around you. Okay, I feel like he is looking to see where he can go next. I feel like he would like to see you out of work. Okay, it's not in work. Okay. But I feel like there's a barrier between the both of you that he can't get rid of yet. Okay, that's not a bad thing. Okay. I do see you meeting someone else, though. Okay. You won't be dating them, but I see you meeting someone else. Okay. Which is actually going to be... It will turn out to be a mutual of Ian. Okay. A friend. So what I will say here is they'll be able to give you some helpful tips. There is a new love beginning coming between you two. Okay, my darling, there's a new love beginning, which is also what we need. I feel like he's trying to find his happiness. Okay. Ooh. Let me know if you're still here, boo. What I will also say for you as well is I feel like there is going to be more talk with you. I feel your next visit, he's actually going to be a little bit more open. Okay, he's actually going to say a little bit more. So we do have that as well. Okay. What I will also say here is I feel like there is definitely going to be a lot of passion between the both of you as well. He is trying to show his true energy. He is trying to show who he is, but he's also trying to show his strength. I feel like he's trying to show his justice, okay, his balance. That's what he's struggling with most, is his balance. He's planning his next move. I feel like he's got a problem at work and he's having to stand his ground a little bit. I don't think it's with him necessarily, but he's trying to protect one of his friends at work. Yeah, he's trying to protect one of his friends at work, my darling. I feel like that's where he's struggling the most. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like he's trying to find his light. He's trying to find where he can be himself. Okay. It's almost like he doesn't feel like he can. It is. It's almost like he feels like everyone's trying to squash him down, even though they're not. Does he have like seasonal depression or just depression in general? Hello. Because it feels like he does. And it feels like he's just lost himself for a bit. He's almost like he's gone into the dark and he doesn't know how to get out. And I feel like he wants to. He really does want to. He just doesn't know how to. You would know. That's alright, my darling. That's alright. I feel like you might see a change in him when you next see him. Okay, I feel like there's some family issues. I don't think they're very big. I don't think that they're going to stay. But I feel like there's definitely some family issues. Okay, but I feel like they are being sorted. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he has spoken about you to his friends. Okay, so he has been honest about you. Pardon me. I feel like he has told his friends about you and how much he does like you, my darling. So we do have that as well. What I will also say to this as well, my darling, is this is where he's being honest about the friendship and honest about the love. Okay. Pardon me. And I feel like he's going to show that. What I will say here is you might see him talking about his personal life a little bit more with you as well. So we do have that positivity. At the same time, I also feel that he is going to actually come forwards and express his feelings for you a little bit more. Okay, so you're going to see his expression and feelings. Does he want anything with you necessarily yet? Not quite, but that is getting there. Okay, that is actually starting to build up more in him. Okay, so we do actually see that coming to you very soon. Okay, my darling? Does that make sense? Oh, I'm hungry. You're welcome, my darling. I was hungry when I got out of bed. And then when Mum went, did you want anything? Like, let her know if I wanted anything. I didn't want anything. I wasn't hungry at that point. I, like, lost my hunger. And now I'm just there like, I can't be asked. I can't be asked to eat, so I won't. No, I didn't. I'm trying not to eat breakfast. I'm trying to be healthy. I'm also probably going to not have lunch. Because I just want to stream. I just want to keep streaming. I can't be asked to eat today, I'm not going to lie. You have to eat? No, you don't. No, you don't. It's not a necessity. One scoop gives you the energy you need. I've got energy, it's fine. I'm not hungry. Well, I am, but I'm not. Hun, I need to lose weight, so I need to not eat right now. I'm restrictive dieting myself. I'm going back to my old ways. So although I might be hungry, I need a drink. I need a drink, and that will fill me up. Also, guys, remember to get enough sleep, otherwise you end up like me today, where your brain just isn't happy. I'm not happy at all right now. On 4th of the 4th, that's 2, 6th, live. To start counters, and you can fast but drink. Oh, I do count calories now. I drink a lot now. But no, for when COVID hit, I stopped eating breakfast. I did that through college, all the way through till recently. It's only in the recent year or two I started eating breakfast again. But all the way from year 10, so GCSE level, I didn't eat. And that was for about 5 years. It would make me sick, physically sick in the morning if I ate. Because I'd gone so long, and I got back into eating. So I need to get out of that habit again and stop. Thank you, Juhao, my darling. Give me 1 second, boo. So, what would you like your reading on, Juhao, my darling? But no, I'm very good at restrictive eating. I can go quite a while. Some days I won't even eat lunch, which is what I'm planning to do today. So I'm not going to eat breakfast, I'm not going to eat lunch, I'm just going to have tea. And I'll be fine. I'll lose me a few. I'm okay, thank you, my darling. Hello, Magnet. Tell me you're dyslexic without telling me. I just went hello, maggot. It was Magnet. Whoops, sorry. So, I think they filtered your other comment. Oh, I'm sorry. Try again, my darling, or use my Facebook or YouTube and it won't filter there. For how long will resist to come to you? Ooh, thank you for the follow. Not much longer. We're looking around about a few more days, my darling. Okay, we're looking at a few more days. I would say you're looking around about 3-4 days that they're going to resist, and then after that they're going to come forward because they won't be able to resist for much longer. Okay, I'm good, thanks. What I will say here is, yeah, it will take time, but I feel like you'll get easier. I just feel like you have to watch where you're going. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel as long as you keep your heart chakra going, there goes my stomach. As long as you keep your heart chakra going, you'll be fine. Okay, so keep that cleansed. Keep your protective barrier up and you'll be fine, my darling. You'll be able to get in there, but I do see the relationship starting to bloom very soon. Okay, again, it's just going to take some time. Okay, about 3-4 days. Okay, boo? Hope that helps. Hope that helps. Yeah, but keep your chakras going. Okay, keep them sorted. Don't allow them to get murky. Okay, keep them going, my darling. Okay. So they might have sorted them right now. You just have to keep them going. Okay. Your root chakra is blocked. Ooh. I've never checked my chakras. Can't be asked. I'm that bad. I also can't afford to get my chakras checked. Okay, but yeah, does that make sense, Boo? Good morning, Ollie. But yeah, does that make sense? You're welcome, my darling. But now you'll probably start hearing my stomach now. Great. String more. Good morning. Does Christian think about you? Let's see. Again, my voice still hasn't woken up, so do excuse me. What's the question again? Yes, he does think about you, my darling. Yes, Christian does think. Okay, he does think about you. Sorry, I looked at the question. I forgot the names. I had to find the name again. You were reading about me, Jamie. Is that reading? Jill, no, I was reading for Juhao there, my darling, not you, Boo. Unless you've paid. Okay. Eat, not drink. No, I need to go back into my old diet. I need to skip a meal. I need to lose weight, so I have to go back to my old diet where it's 2 meals a day, not 3. Fun. Yeah, I'll make up at the pub. You will hear my stomach go, but that's because it's been eating breakfast for the last year. So I need to go back to the last 5 and just cut it out. Unless I'm on holiday, then I eat breakfast. That's different. So you'll probably hear my stomach, but yeah. I'm not cutting out caffeine. I'm not cutting out caffeine. If I cut out caffeine, there's no point. It's the only thing that keeps me happy. I've cut out alcohol for you, my darling. You cut out vaping. I ain't cutting anything else out. Caffeine staying. If you want to read my darling, link in bio. Someone asked me something. I've completely lost it. And I have lost it, but that's not the point. Can't find that. Hey ho, it'll come back. Will come to again. Let's see. Will they come again? Yes, they will, my darling. But yeah, link in bio. Oh, do I have any other ways of paying? That's what they had asked. I do. You've got PayPal, you've got Stripe, you've got Buy Me a Coffee, you've got Ko-fi. Yeah, Buy Me a Coffee, Ko-fi, and Stripe take absolutely anything. Okay, and my PayPal just takes PayPal. So I can take credit, Klarna, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, credit card, debit card, your money. I can take Bank of Mum, Bank of Dad if you're 16. However you can pay, I can take it. Okay. The only difference is I don't do a 5-finger discount, so bugger off if that's what you're looking for. Please say someone gets that reference. If you do, if we don't, we can't be friends. Thank you for the follow. You do. Brilliant. I'm glad you got that. That's how sad I am that I actually have that as memorized. For anyone that isn't educated and didn't get that reference, it's from Wednesday season 1, where Thing, which is the hand, stole Wednesday a dress for prom, basically. and she called it a 5-finger discount. That's just for any uneducated swines. That is. I love Wednesday as well. What one should I choose for pregnancy? What do you mean, what one should you choose for pregnancy, my darling? If you want to know what they think about you, my darling, link in bio. What essay you get married? Let's see. Yes. A pregnancy week, you can get any of them. You can get a life reading for your child if you want. Which is 33.30. No, it's not 33.33. Burger. One sec. I'm good, thank you, my darling. Just hungry. But I'm learning to ignore the hunger. I can actually tell you what you... Give me one sec, let me get my price list up. So you can go for 1 card, 2 card, 3 card, which is £1, 2 or £3. You can go for Celtic Cross, which is £4. A mini for £5, 10 for full, 15 for pendulum, so you can also work out their star sign. Get a major arcana for 22 with it. You can't do the month forecast, that wouldn't work. You get a witch's runes for 44. You get a 66, which is a future life reading, which I could do for your child, so for the whole life I could read. You get a crystal ball reading. Again, I can do the whole life with the crystal ball, see even deeper than the cards can. And that's 77. You get lithomancy for 88, so that's casting stones. I can see even deeper than the crystal ball with those. Again, I can do a life reading with that and see more. See who they date, what they turn out like, what they look like. And all that. Or you can get a psychic reading for 100 using no tools, and we can go even deeper. So anything apart from tough love or the month's forecast. They're the only two that wouldn't work for pregnancy. Let's see, Stargirl. Let's see. No, I think he's just been busy, my darling. He's been wanting to reach out, boo. Okay. Did H check to see if you sent him a message today? Let's see. No, I feel like he's been busy today, my darling, so he's not had time to check. Okay. When will you get the sausage? When you go to the butcher? When will you get the sausage? Let's see. 6 days. What cards did I put? I have no idea. I can't remember. A yes or no, I do fast. I don't. It's like quick yes, no. Sorry. Does your husband want a marriage to work? Let's see. No, I'm sorry to say. No. Why is it saying payment incomplete? One sec. Son Kofi, thank you. Fourth of April. It's not incomplete, you stupid thing. Oh, that's funny. Do I have a Leela, please? Hello, Stacey. Thank you for the heart, me. Hello. So, you would like an energy around your conceiving journey. How far along are you, my darling? Just so we know where we're starting from. You've been trying for 3 months. Okay, so you're still trying. Is that correct? Or have you conceived? It's just so I know what to use. I know where I'm starting. You're still trying. Okay. So, we are going to need, not that. I might conceive it's too early, but I might have conceived. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. Let's see. So, you're going to have an Aquarius, my darling. Okay. Your child's going to be an Aquarius. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like they're going to be very smart child. You're going to have a child, and I feel like it's going to be a male. Okay, a male child. So we do have that positivity as well. They will be stable through their life. Okay, they will be stable. What I will also say here, thank you for the follow, is I do feel that they will be affected by Mercury quite big. They'll be very hormonal at that point. But I feel like it is going to be worth it. What I would say here is don't worry. I would say here with the pregnancy is I do feel like you are going to be very successful. I don't see a miscarriage. What I would say here though is I do feel like there is going to be a little bit of a worry at the start. Okay. Where it might not look promising straight away. I don't think that that's going to be a bad thing. I think that that's just stress. Your child will be asthmatic. You'll have ADHD, but that'll be about it with the negatives. It will need glasses around about the age of 5 onwards. Okay. I feel like it's going to take more off of you. And what I would say here is I do actually feel that it will be. Okay. It will be a little bit of a tough baby. Okay. I feel like it is going to test you. It will stay male. I don't see it transitioning into anything. Okay. And it is going to stay male. Okay. No they, them, no trans, nothing. It will just be a male. Okay, I think they will be bi though, but that'll be about it. That's as far as you go into that sector. What I would also say here is I feel like you'll be healthy when it comes out. Okay. I feel around about 72-hour labour for you as well. Okay, my darling. What I will also say here is I feel school will be a struggle for them, big time. But there's nothing that you can do with that. Okay, there's always going to be a struggle. What I will also say here for you as well is it isn't going to be one of those babies that cries and cries and cries and cries and cries. Okay, no. Thank you for the rose. Oh, it's a Hoover outside. I thought my laptop was about to blow. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like this baby is going to be quite restful. Okay. This baby is going to bring you luck, but it's not going to be your last one. You're going to have 2 in total. Okay, I feel like this could be twins. Okay, my darling, twins. What I will say though is I feel they'll both be healthy. I feel you might end up going for C-section though. Okay, you might have to go C-section. Okay. Due to the fact that it's going to be twins, I feel like there's going to be a complication in that sector. What I will say here is I don't think that that's going to be a bad thing. I think that's actually going to make it more easier. Okay. What I will also say here for you though is I feel they're both going to be male, so you're not going to have a daughter at all. What I would say though, my darling, is I do feel like the first one that comes out, okay, the first one that comes out is going to be the one that's going to have ADHD. Okay, when will you be conceiving? This one I've got to search up because I don't know my astrology that well. So to have an Aquarius, let me find out because I need to get to 9 months to Aquarius. And I can look at the date. Okay, when do you need to conceive? I'll get pendulum for this. Oh fuck, I can't spell conceive. Allow. So it'd be January to April, late May. So I'm Aquarius born roughly January the 22nd to February the 18th. Okay. Because that'd be approximately around about 9 months, so it won't be this year that you conceive. Okay. So let me just find my pendulums. Let me just actually... Oh, I have Portia reading, that's good. Let's find my pendulums, give me 1 sec. Is that a pendulum? Yes, it is. Where's January? There it is. And where's February? There it is. Will it be January or February? Show me the month. So it'll be February, my darling. Okay. And then show me the day. We're looking at February the 5th. Okay. February the 5th. Okay, my darling. Let's put my pendulums away. Ow. Trap my finger at the same time. Yeah. Does that all make sense, Boo? That's right, Alicia Boo. Your nan passed on the 3rd, and my little sister. So February has a big meaning in my family. I'm sorry to hear that, my darling. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, it'll be about 2027, the 5th of Feb. Okay. You're very welcome, my darling. That's my thing. How is everyone doing? Hello, my darling. You just ate half a French baguette with Le Pack butter. What the fuck? Why did you eat a half a baguette? Hello, my darlings. Why? For sure, an animal. It was as long as your arm. Oh my god. Did Vu eat the other half of his baguette? I mean, of the baguette. Hello, Lara. Just asking. Is H's mental health getting better? Let's see. I feel like it is, my darling, yes. Okay, I feel like it is getting better. Okay. Will S and you get married? Let's see. Let's see. I feel like you will. Yes. When will you get your new car? Let's see when we get your new car. You'll get your new car in around about the next month and a half. You just need a little bit more money. Okay. Will a date go well today, ending in us back together? Let's see. No. I don't feel like it will go well, my darling. I don't feel like you guys will get back together straight away, no. I would say wait until about next month before it starts going well. Okay. It'll be about next month. Okay. Is your life overall going to get to be brighter? I feel like it will, my darling. Yes. I feel like it will get to be brighter. Okay, yes. Is your husband falling out of love with you? Let's see. Is your husband falling out of love with you? Let's see. No, I don't feel like he is falling out of love with you, my darling. No. If you want a carpool regarding your spirituality, my darling, link in bio. That is a paid reading. Is Robert thinking of asking you out soon? Let's see. I would say yes. I would say that he is, my darling. Okay. Sooner than you think. Okay. Is E contacting soon? Thank you for the follow. Yes. Will you and M work out your relationship and get stronger? Let's have a look. I feel like you guys will work out your relationship and get stronger, my darling. I just feel like you need to believe in each other a little bit more. Okay, and trust. Okay, until then, no. But you will. Yeah, I don't say the full name. I never say the full name. I just say the initial. When would H be fully ready to recover for us? Let's see. I feel like he'll be ready to fully recover for you within the next 4 weeks. Hello, butterfly. Did Q leave L for good? Let's see. Q leave L for good. Yes, they have. And they put boundaries up as well, you'll be happy to know. Will S divorce his wife by May 2026? Yes. Is E passing the house today? They are. Will you travel back to Peru within the next 2 months? Let's see. You will, yes. 10 of Earth. Okay, you will, yeah. Remember, guys, if you'd like a reading, link in bio. If you'd like the price list, let me know. Although it is in my link tree. Okay. Thank you for the follow. I'm actually going to check my link tree now because a lot of people say they can't find the price list. I'm there like it's definitely there. I am doing yes or no's, yes, my darling. Yeah, price list. It even says it. Happy Easter, my darling. I'm good. Will you see movement with AJ this weekend? You will see movement with AJ this weekend, my darling, yes. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you for the follow. Will your hemorrhoids burst? Why do you want to know? Weird question. Will you book a new client this month? Let's see. Let's see. I feel like you will book a new client this month. Yes, my darling. Okay, yes. Is John soon going to be something for us to be together again? Let's see. No. I'm sorry to say no. Not at the moment. It won't be soon. It will eventually, but not soon. Okay. There is room, my darling, yes. I've got no one on the list right now. Will you hear from Luke tomorrow? Let's see. Will you hear from Luke tomorrow? Let's see. Not tomorrow. I feel like it's going to be the day after. Okay, so it's not going to be tomorrow, but the day after, yes. Okay. So, Monday. Stacey, thank you for your payment, my darling. What would you like your reading on, boo? What would you like your reading on, Stacey? Can we look into you and JJ? Love, are we close to more commitment? Okay, we can definitely have a look at that. Let's see. So what I would say here is I feel like commitment is taken a little bit, but I don't feel like that is a bad thing. Okay. What I would say here is he is still becoming positive. I feel like he is still shifting to an easier section between the both of you. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he needs to be a little bit more open with himself. Okay, but he is. His mental health is getting better, and I feel like he is thinking of getting therapy, okay? What I will also say here is he is getting the balance that he needs once again, my darling, okay? As his walls are going down. Okay, his walls are going down, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like he has become a bit more of an understanding. as he knows that he was only attacking himself, okay? He knows that he was only hurting himself, no one else, just himself, and I feel like he's had enough of that. What I will also say here is I feel like he is going for more of a positive energy, more of a positive section and vibe, okay? I feel like he's really looking into his spiritual self, as I feel like he wants that love, he wants that joy, okay? Especially the Ace of Air, which is the dove, okay? Is I feel like he's realised that he wasn't mentally good. He realised that he really needed to sort himself out, and that is exactly what he is going to do. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is this is where he is going to start opening up more about the conflict that is going on inside of his head. And the struggle at the fact that he is stabbing himself in the back and really hurting. What I would also say here is I feel like he is starting to take more control of himself as he needs to. And he's realising that he needs to. Okay, he's realising that no one's going to be there for him if he's not there for him. Okay. And I feel like he's going to start sending you more signs, I would say. Okay, he's no longer going to be a snake to himself. Okay, so you will start seeing more honesty. What I will also say here for you as well is although he feels like all the doors are closing and people are walking away and that he can't see a positive way out, I feel like he is going to start seeing that, okay? So you are going to start seeing that change where he is going to become more positive, he is going to move forwards. You're actually going to start seeing a change in how he looks as well. Okay, so you're going to see that he's looking more healthy, that he's lost some weight, okay, for the better reason, not for negative. What you're also going to see here for him as well, my darling, is you're going to see him being a little bit more spiritual with oneself. What I will also say here is you're going to see that he's actually working towards the relationship as well, and that he's actually going to start making the relationship work, okay? I feel like although he is struggling, I don't think that he's going to be struggling for much longer. What I will also say with the moon as well, my darling, is I feel like he is choosing his direction wisely. And he is choosing where he needs to go. We do have the 5 of Earth. So he's closing all the negative doors. He's getting rid of all the negative people. Okay. And he is coming to more of a positive situation. He is starting to work with the light more. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's looking back at the positive memories with you, okay? I feel like he is going to keep becoming more consistent with you as well, my darling. Yes, there is going to be a lot more consistency. What I will also say here for you as well is you might actually just see him do this by himself without you even realising, okay? Because he's not necessarily going to do it on your command, okay? I feel like he is going to start doing it himself as well. Which is also positive here, which it means that you don't have to keep showing him anymore, as he is starting to realise that he does need to do it himself and that he doesn't need to keep being prompted all the time, which is actually going to help him out as well. What I would also say here is this is where he takes control, even where choices need to be made where he might not want to. You're going to start seeing him making the necessary choices. Thank you for the heart me. What I will start saying as well is he is going to become more black and white, so you are going to see a bit of an easier life with him. As he becomes more black and white in what he needs, and as he becomes more honest about what he wants in a relationship, okay, so you will start seeing what he wants, you will start seeing what he needs, and you'll actually start seeing that he won't need as much support in getting him to be more open. He will do it willingly without having to be asked, okay? Okay. Does that make sense, Boo? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Good morning, my darling. And he has done it for himself, my darling, which is a good thing. Okay. It's a good thing, my darling. Okay. So I'm very happy for you, okay, Boo? Queen, you've still got 5 minutes left of your mod read, my darling. Okay. Something that you've said has happened. Is that a good thing that's happened or bad thing? But yeah, it's nice that he's shifting, okay. That's good. But yeah, I'm glad that made sense, Boo. If you want to know if there's anything for you, my darling, link in bio, it is paid. Okay. If you'd like a card, one card is £1. I do have a price list. Please go look at it because it's got T's and C's as well. Okay, link in bio. Okay. Will you get pregnant? Let's see. Yes. Do I read with a 52 card deck? I can. That's playing cards. I use Tarot, Oracle, Lenormand, Kipper, playing card, Cartomancy, French playing cards. I even use Czechoslovakian playing cards. I use Gypsy cards, Fortune cards. I use Scoper cards, which is only a 40 card deck. I use 32 card decks, 36 card decks. I read many sorts of different tarots. I use crystal ball, I use lithomancy, pendulum. I can even do it with no tools. Okay. Where do you click the link in bio? I don't know how to show it on my computer. Can one of my mods help out Janae, please, with how to get to my link in bio? Thank you. I don't know if I've got any mods on, actually. If not, I will. Actually, I can. I have about 17 accounts. Give me 1 second. I can actually show you. We got my book talk account. So, come on, load. Yeah. So what you'll do is you'll click on my profile picture up here. Okay. Like so. You will then actually click on my profile. So you'll go to my profile. Once you click that, you'll click on the link, which will take you to my link tree. Once you do that, you'll scroll. Okay. And you'll go to the first thing here, which has the price list. You'll click on the price list. It will then say, open this link in your browser. You just copy and paste the link into whatever browser you use. And then you'll use my PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, Ko-fi, Streamlabs tip, or Stripe checkout. Okay, and that's what it'll look like. Okay, my darlings. There we go. Hello, Blue. How are you, my darling? But yeah, that's how you get to my link tree with everything in it. Okay, but I can actually tell you how many different readings you can get from me. We do. I don't think there's any other reading that do this. Okay. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different types of readings. With 15 different options. Linktree, so you go into my Linktree, you can do PayPal, Stripe, Buy Me a Coffee, Ko-fi, Streamlabs tips, anything like that. So yeah, TikTok can't open up the link, okay, because they've been weird. Okay. You know how strict America gets when it's with links, and they now own TikTok, so it is going to get stricter. So you copy and paste the link that it gives you, you pop that into your own browser, and then that's how you can look at the links, okay, my darling? I can understand why they're getting strict on links, but it is annoying. But hey ho. But yeah, that's just what you have to do now. It's life. How do you pay? You go to my TikTok, link in bio, then you go to my Stripe, Buy Me a Coffee, Ko-fi, PayPal, or Stripe tip. Not Stripe tip, Streamlabs tip. Okay. And you choose the price that you wanted. Okay. And then you'll be popped into the queue and you'll be done. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say something and I've forgotten. You do need to be 16 years or older to get a reading. Okay, if you can choose to have sex whenever you want, you can get a reading. You're old enough to. Okay, if you're old enough to make a mistake, you're old enough to get readings. That's how I say it. Do I have Laura? Please. Hello, my darling. Right, so you go to my profile. You click on my link tree. You get my link. Okay. You then have under where it says paid prices and stream readings. You will then click on PayPal, Stripe, Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-fi. Okay, or Streamlabs tips. Okay. One of them. Once you click on them, I'll click my Stripe for the fun of it. I would. Give me one sec, my phone's been a dick. So once you click one of them, you will then, so that's my Stripe for example, you pop your email in, you need your email in that, okay? You'll press change amount. So you put it to whatever the price that you want, whether it's the 22, whether it's the £5, you change that, okay? You need to actually manually type that in, please. So let's say you want, I don't know, the 22, you'll manually put in 22. You can then use your PayPal, your Pay with Link, your card, Apple Pay, Klarna, Revolut. There's so many, okay? You don't know how to do pounds? That's alright. So if you go to my... What the hell was that for my mouth then? If you go to my Stripe, for example, my darling, it should be in pounds. It will include tax as well. This Stripe does that. If you don't know what it is, go to the go on TikTok, go on Google, for example, and type dollars to conversion, okay, and then put in English pounds, okay, and it will tell you the English pounds to a dollar, okay, and then you know how many dollars to send. Okay, so if you want the future life, let me have a look at that. I don't even know the price of that off by heart. So that's a 66.66. That's £66.66. So what you would do is you go and convert that. I'm going to use my iPhone to do the conversion because I ain't smart enough to do that by head. So that would be $87.95. Okay. So if you've got Cash App, if you use my Buy Me a Coffee or my Stripe, they will take Cash App, okay? Because in England we don't have Cash App. They removed Cash App from the UK, they did. They want it as like a homeland thing for the Americans, and I was slightly sad about that because they're like, oh my god, no. I've always wanted Cash App, and then when I was old enough to have Cash App, I wasn't allowed it because they'd removed it. It's like, why? Every time I tried to make the account, it said it's not available in your area. I was like, huh? And then I searched up and they went, oh, they shut it down in 2025. As they're like, for God's sake, come on. We don't even have Venmo. That's how much they hate us. So, Laura, can you expand more on Robert asking you out, please? Sure, can you just remind me what I said in your yes or no, please, boo? Sorry, I've done a reading since then. My mind's gone, whoop. Now, I remember when I went over to America, I was 18 at the time, and we were on a boat ride, me, mum and dad, and they had Cash App and Venmo. I went to my, oh, what's Cash App and Venmo? Mum went, you don't need that. I went, why? And it's a payment app. I was there like, oh, damn it. Turns out you couldn't get it anyway. How long ago was it since I was 18? So how old am I now? I'm 21, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm 22 this year, so we add another one. So that was around about 3-4 years ago. And then they moved. I was there like, oh. Sadness. He was close to asking out. Okay, boo. That means that he didn't have the balls or the guts to do it. We can have a look at that. We can have a look. Thank you, Lou. So let's have a look. Let's see. So yeah, I feel like he wants to, my darling. Again, yeah, he just doesn't have the balls or the guts to do it. I feel like he's scared that you'll deny him and go no. I feel like he's scared of rejection, my darling. Okay, I feel like that is what he fears. Thank you, Queen. What I would say here... Okay. What I would say here is I feel like he will. But I feel like he needs to feel safe. He needs to know that he isn't going to be rejected. Okay, because that is what he fears. What I will say here for you, especially with the Seven of Air, my darling, is I feel like he is going to start opening up. Okay, he's going to start showing signs of his feelings, and that's what you need to do back to him, okay, my darling, is you need to start showing signs of your feelings to him. What I will also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like he needs to learn to leave the nest and just do as he wants, okay? He's just protecting his energy. Okay, he's been rejected in the past, and this is why he's got the fear. He didn't like it that time, he doesn't like it again. So it's almost like he's camouflaging himself, okay, and camouflaging his feelings. He shan't be doing this for much longer as he gets more strength. He just needs to feel like he's got a family next to him, okay? And I feel like that's what he doesn't feel like he's got. He doesn't feel like he's got the support that he needs or that he wants, okay? And I feel like that's where he's being hurt. I feel like he will be shown the support that he needs and that he wants soon. It is just going to take the time. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like this is where he's actually going to start being more prosperous towards you, okay, with his energy. What I will also say here as well is he's trying to relax. Even when there's a lot of negativity going on, I feel like he is successfully relaxing a little bit more. Even when he tries to go in for the kill. Okay, he just needs to learn to relax. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is he's had his heart shattered. Okay, and that was just from losing a friendship. He lost his heart when he lost a friendship. So think of if you denied him a relationship, think how that's going to do to him. Okay, do you see what I mean? It isn't going to end well. And that's what he fears. Okay, that is what he fears. What I will also say to you as well is he will find the balance. Okay, he just needs to find his yin and yang, which he will do, and he will stop being an absolute no spine person. Okay, because that is what he is at the moment, is he's got no spine. Okay. What I will also say to you as well, especially with the earth element, is he's grounding himself, he's finding himself. Okay, he's just trapped at the moment. It's almost like he just doesn't have the spark. Okay, but I feel like he'll be getting the spark very soon. We've got the fire element with the water element. So yeah, he's going to have his yin, he's going to have his balance. He's going to be his feminine and his masculine at once. Okay, and that is when he'll ask you out. As soon as he's got that sort of vibe, that sort of motion, he'll be there like, yes, I'm here, look at me. Okay. He's like a work of art that you never understand. No matter how much you try, you just won't. Okay, and that is because he's got a lot of misjudgment around him. Okay, he just feels like every door he does closes. No matter what he tries and learns, it closes on him. Okay, and he doesn't like that. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is he's just trying to find the peace. He's trying to recreate himself, find a name for himself that people will remember him by. He's trying to be remembered. Okay, and in doing so, he's putting up a lot of boundaries and a lot of walls, and then he's falling down. And he's wondering why people aren't being there for him, and he's there like, why does no one want me? Why does no one like me? Because you're hiding yourself. That is literally what he's doing. Okay, and I feel like he's starting to realise this, and I feel like he's starting to stop. He's going like, you know what, we're going to stop. Okay, we're going to recreate ourselves, and we're going to make ourselves better. It's going to take time, but we're going to get there. Okay, by summer, you two will be perfect. Okay, by summer. Okay, does that make sense, Boo? Well, I'm glad that made sense. Whew. Jesus. There we go. I forgot that was lemon juice. Ooh. That took me by surprise. No, I just forgot it was lemon juice. So it took me by surprise. Yeah. I love my lemon juice, but not when I'm not expecting it. I thought I had juice in that. Blue, what do you mean private, my darling? Is that you want me to read it in my head? When I get to you, Boo. Oh, you want it over WhatsApp? If you could message me and book in a date, then please, Boo. And if I don't have today free. But yeah, if you could book in a date, and we can definitely do that. No, I don't have time today, Boo. I have time tomorrow. It'll be in the afternoon or evening. If you want. If so, I just need to find out when my golf game ends. And I can give you a rough time tomorrow. You're travelling tomorrow, not ideal. Give me 1 sec then. Let me just check what I'm doing Monday. 1 sec. Right, Blue, I'm just getting some dates through. I've just asked my human diary. But she does my diary, so. She's going to send through some dates. As soon as I've got the dates, my darling, I'll let you know, okay, Boo? if you message me on WhatsApp, just in case. Okay, boo. And I can send you the dates, so you just choose what you want with the times. Okay. Yes, my human diary. I don't keep a diary. I don't have a diary. I do, but I don't use it. Mom does all my diary work for me. Because if I do a diary, it won't be kept. You won't get anything out of it. I'm not even joking. Work, you motherfucking thing. I mean, I get annoyed with my bloody phone. Think how much annoyed I get with the diary. This internet's getting ridiculous. Done. Got you. Do I have... Sheila? Hello, I am the one and only, my darling. Right, so I've got Tuesday 7th between 17 and 18. I do, like, either 1700 or 1800, so I've got those two times, my darling. Or I've got Wednesday the 8th at 10 AM or 1700. They might be. Right. I'll keep that there just in case she comes back. So, I would like to know how's the connection of my ex Victor Romas and his new woman. Okay, and then it's Queen. Let's see. One, two, three. They're not dating as of this moment, my darling, and they're not dating yet, but I feel like he is planning to make it official, okay? What I would also say here is I feel like he has moved on from you for quite a little bit now, because he has to go through a negative relationship before he can realise that you might have actually been the one. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's got to learn his mistakes and learn where he's going wrong, boo, okay? He has to make them. So at the moment, no, they're not dating. They're together, but not official. Okay. I feel like they'll be official within the next week. Okay. What I would also say here is at the moment, I feel like they're just finding themselves. They're just sort of testing the water, seeing what's going on, seeing where it's going, what it's doing, sort of thing. And I feel like they'll be coming forwards. Okay, then they'll be official for about 3 to 4 months. And then there'll be a breakup. Okay, and that is when he will try and come back to you. I feel like it'll be a 5-month process in total. Okay, so I do feel like there is going to be a little bit of a struggle here. I don't think that there's going to be any success. I think that he has missed out with you. I feel like he'll just create conflict. So what you're doing at the moment, I feel like is very good. So I feel like you will be going through conflict, my darling. And he will regret of leaving you. Okay, he will regret not being with you. What I will also say here is he has to go through this mistake, though. Okay, he has to. It's the only way that he can succeed and realise where he went wrong and what he did wrong, my darling. Okay, so be happy. Okay, does that make sense? But yeah, he has to go through the negative. Okay, before he can get back to the positive, which is you. Okay, you're very welcome. Queen, who are we being nosy about? Are you doing a me? I was nosy in one of my friends. I went to a tarot reader. I went, do you do psychic spying? And they went, yes. I was like, oh goody. Let me get a reading. So I did. You want to find the baby mama? I spied on Ollie. I do psychic spying on all my friends, but I wanted someone else to do it for me that day. I couldn't be asked to. Okay. Why is your question not come through? Did you send it on Insta, did you say? This is actually getting ridiculous. The fact that I have to do my phone like this just so it can pick everything up. There we go. Don't read this out loud. Don't read this out loud. You just told us what you want it on. Lol. Okay. We can do this. I'm gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna have some fun with this, we are. Vu, if you're in this live, I highly doubt it. Leave while I do this reading for Queen. Just saying. Let's have a look at what you get. Right. He's doing more for her than she's doing for him. I feel like she's got him running around like almost like a horse. Okay, she's making him do everything, and I feel like she's doing nothing. It's almost like she's playing victim while he's having to just sit around and deal with it. Okay, I feel like she's a control freak, and I feel like she's been controlling him and manipulating him, and I feel like she's going to continue to do this. I feel like this is painful on him because it's not something that he enjoys, it's not something that he likes, and he wishes that she didn't, okay? What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like he's trying to be nice, but I feel like she's making it really hard for him, and this is why he's been a little bit off with you, my darling. Okay, I don't think that he's going to continue to be off with you, okay? I feel like he's going to eventually take it out on her and be like, bitch. Okay. But I feel like she's a control freak. It's almost like she's got OCD or something. And I feel like she's going to continue to be like this, my darling. I feel like it's going to be a nightmare to stop. Okay, it is going to be really, really hard. And I feel like you've just got to go with the flow. What I would say here is I don't think that she has any knowledge of you being in the picture. Okay. But she knows that Rue's got someone. She doesn't know who it is, which is you. But she knows he's got someone, and I feel like it's annoying her. I feel like she's trying to spy, and I feel like she's trying to find out who, but I feel like he's hiding it. Okay. I feel like she's making it impossible for him to see, which is annoying him. And he's annoying her back, because he knows that she's got somebody. Okay. And she's doing the exact same thing to him that he's doing to her. And I feel like it's annoying both of them at this point. What I would also say here, though, is he doesn't allow it to keep him awake. He doesn't allow it to keep him up. Okay, he just deals with it. He's just there like, look, you want to be like this, you can be like this, but I ain't going to be here all the time to help you, okay? And I feel like she's starting to realise that. So she's trying to do anything that she can, but she just wants his money. That's all that she's in it for, is she just wants his money. And he can see that. He wants to stop it. He just can't be asked. Okay. He just can't be asked. Does that make sense? Brilliant, I'm glad that made sense. Remember, guys, if you'd like a reading, link in bio. Will your son get accepted into the army? Let's see. I feel like he will get accepted into the army. Yes, my darling. Okay. Yes. Will your families agree for us to get married? Let's see. I feel like they won't at first, but I feel like they will do if you explain why. Okay. Hello, Nas, my darling. How are you? I haven't eaten since dinner last night. It's almost 12 o'clock. I have survived this long. I am impressed. Will R see you today? Let's see. Will R see you today? Let's see. Yes. Thank you for the follow. Is H love growing? Let's see. I feel like it is. Will Luke reach out to you ever again? Let's see. No, I feel like you need to move on from this person, so I don't feel like it's going to work between the both of you. Will Jay be there for the baby? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. You find snooping more fun. Why do you think I allow psychic spying? It's fun. I don't see why people hate it. Like, just saying. So yeah, eventually they'll agree, my darling. Why am I not eating? Because I'm trying to lose weight. Thank you for the follow. So I'm doing restrictive dieting, which means I can only eat between a certain time. Thank you for the follow. Will R talk to you and call you today? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. Will you and Steve talk again? Let's see. Will you and Steve talk again? I feel like you will talk again, my darling. Will S and you get married before 2026 ends? Let's have a look. Let's see. Yes. Ask many questions as you want, my darling. Does he not want to text you? Is that the silence? Let's see. Yes, it is. Oh, who's calling me now? Thank you for the follow. Will he come back and eventually will be alright? Let's see. He will eventually come back. I don't think he's going to be alright straight away, though. Who's calling? It's a private number, but I know it's Bob. He's just too scared to show his number. Literally, because he knows what he's doing is wrong. I know he's going to tell me to end it, like he always does, so... Is he just busy? Let's see. Is he just busy? Yes, he is just busy. Will you and Ed get back together? Let's see. Will you and Ed get back together? Let's see. Not straight away, no. Okay, but you need to understand yourself and find yourself before you two can get back together. Okay. Will S tell you that he divorced his wife or no? Let's see. Will S tell you that he's divorced his wife? Let's see. He will. Is R having family problems? Is that why he's quiet with you? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. And Bob, how would you know, my darling? How do you even know if I want a relationship? I might want to be single. I might choose not to be in one. I mean, for your information, I am talking to someone at the moment. Yeah, I don't have any sexual orientation. I don't see the point in it being gay. It's just painful. Why'd I want any of that? Will he divorce her in Singapore or India? India, Singapore. Singapore, my darling. Do I have any more on the list? No. So if you want to get on the list, you can. Also, Bob, judging by the fact that you're trolling suggests that you have no love life, or friendships, or life, at all, for that matter. Is Marcus in love with you? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. When will H be reaching out to you? Let's see. When will H be reaching out to you? Let's see. In the next 5 days. Okay. But I feel like it's going to be quite a powerful message that he sends. Does that mean that me and Ed will get back together in the future? Yes, it does. Yes. Is everything okay with R and you? And we will get close together romantically when he sees you. Let's see. Yes. As in, I have friends who all live productive lives. Well, clearly not if you're here trolling. I'm not pretending, that's why I'm so accurate. Just saying. I mean, if you had friends, you'd be down at the pub by now. You might be going out for lunch, dinner. Might go and play some footy. I don't know where you live, so I don't know if you do a footy where you are. I don't know if you know what that is. You might have them around for a poker game. Just a wee catch up, a chat. Okay. Yeah, you're here. Yeah, I'm working. I don't have a day off. This is my job. I don't take days off. At all. I work when I'm on holiday. I work when it's a bank holiday. I see no point in having time off. This isn't a job. You know a job is where you get paid, right? Don't know if you know that. But you would need a job to know that. I'm not going to lie. Will you ever be okay? Of course you will, my darling. You just got to be more open and honest. Allow people to understand your feelings. Don't bottle it up. It's never good. Okay. Will you and Steve get back together? Let's see. Yes. Well, it's not a scam. But what I will say is even, you know, like the scamming phone companies, where they phone you up and do cold calling, which is scamming, depending what sort they do. That's still a job because they get paid to do it. Okay, so a job is where you get paid. Okay. Who are you? A low life that has no life, no family that love them or any friends, someone that doesn't even have a love life, that can't actually be bothered to actually call someone and show their phone number because they know that I will show their phone number online for everyone to see, and someone that clearly has never been loved. I think that about sums you up. Do I have Sheila again, please? And while I wait for that, does Tish really love you? Let's see. Yes. What is your question, Sheila? Just remember this whole time. I've got memory loss. I won't remember it, trust me. I can forget you like that. I remember people that are worth it. And if you're not, then I don't remember you. So you would like to know why he'll come back after this new connection. Let's have a look. That's a good question. So what he realised is the communication in the new connection. Okay. And the touchy vibes, everything in a new connection has nothing compared to you. You gave him everything that he wanted, everything that he needed, and now he has nothing. This person isn't going to be able to help him out at all. And this person has wandering eyes. They're always looking at someone new, always wanting someone new, and never wanting him. And I feel like he's going to realise that you always wanted him for him. You never wanted to change him. You never judged him. I feel like he's going to start seeing that, and that is going to make him beg, okay, and need you back. Okay, my darling. So I feel like he's always going to be looking for you, always going to be wanting you again, which will eventually entail him sending you a message as he gets his realisation. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? What do you mean good luck on Friday? It's Saturday. And last I checked, I ain't going anywhere on Friday next week. It does? Brilliant. Exactly, and that's what you should be. Always be over your ex. And then when they can call him back, you can deny them and go, bugger off now, would you, love? That's what we love, Babs. But no, Bob's confused me now. I don't know what I'm doing Friday. Apparently I'm doing something Friday that even I don't know what I'm doing. According to Bob. Because he said good luck for Friday. Last time I checked, I wasn't doing anything. Thank you for the follow. That was just the last time I checked. Is Calvin your soulmate? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, he is. Will H send you a positive message or negative? Let's see. Let's see. Positive, negative. He'll send you a positive, my darling. Yeah, he'll send you a positive. Isn't it funny how Bob's gone away now? Is Jay waiting for you to contact him? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. He is, my darling. Is S curious about you being distant? No, I don't feel like they really want to know why you're being distant, but they want to know how they can get you back. Okay, will you lose weight? Let's see, Queen. Let's see, will you lose weight? Well, not if you're eating a whole stick of, like, a whole baguette with tons of butter on it, no. Let's see. I feel like you will lose weight, my darling, yes. Okay. You've gained a lot. Honey, you had a holiday. We all gain a lot on holiday. I've got something I want to say, but I need to check the facts first. He contacted me, but I got so on. That's alright, boo. Right, Queen, this is going to help you out. Oh, I comfort eat as well, my darling. But listen to this. While smoking is often associated with appetite suppression and temporary weight loss, it can lead to increased abdominal fat, and contrary to popular belief, heavy smoking is associated with high body weight and BMI. cut down on your smoking, basically. Okay, boo. Will there be eventually communication? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. You tried smoking at 16, see, and you hated it. See, I don't hate it, nor do I like it. It just does nothing for me. It doesn't taste bad, and it doesn't taste good. All I know is it can kill me within a heartbeat. Because it'll give me an asthma attack, probably. But no. I mean, if there's like a nuclear war and someone said, here's the last cigarette, have it, I'll go, okay. I'm gonna die anyway if it's a nuclear war, so I'll be like, okay. But I think that'd be the only situation I'd ever touch another one. I just see no point. Because they're not fun, but they're not bad. I just don't see how people get addicted. I really don't. It beats me. I'm just like, how do you get addicted to this? How long is the waitlist? We don't have anyone on it at the moment, my darling. We are open. Man, guys, if you'd like reading, link in bio, my darling. Also, thank you for the lovely gifts that you are sending. It does mean a lot, and it does help me keep this as a business open. Because each gift does give money. Will S's parents agree to let him divorce? Let's see. Yes. It's like a pill. I know, I still don't get how people get addicted to it, though. I guess in my head, I just can't get addicted to anything. Unless it's buying tarot cards. That's my addiction. I mean, like alcohol, for example, I love the taste of it, but I don't need it. Put it in front of me, I probably wouldn't drink it at this point. Put a tarot deck in front of me and go, you can't buy this, honey, I'm going to buy it. you ain't stopping that addiction, I'm buying it. Sorry. What do you mean, will your hemorrhoids burst? Like, why do you want to know? Alicia, are you here, boo? Hello. So you'd like a general. So you like a general, is that correct, boo? And while I wait for that, will ALRT stock go above 5p this month? Not unless you have 100% luck. Thank you for the heart, me. So you like a general. I know it's on PayPal, I just want to make sure that that is what you want. Let's use your new deck, Alicia. Let's see what you need to know. Let's have a look. So, straight off the bat, my darling, you need to focus on your money and what's coming around you, okay? Have a look at what's happening around you as well. I feel like there's going to be a lot more abundance. I feel like there's going to be a lot more luck. What I would also say here is you need to look at how you're being guided. Okay, you need self-love, you need self-trust. Okay, you need to look at your base chakra. Just saying, and your secular chakra. Okay, sacral chakra even. Okay, you need to follow yourself, my darling. You need to trust yourself. Okay, you need to understand yourself. Okay, look at where you're going, look at what you're doing. Okay, and look at how you're doing it. As you grow and ground yourself, you become one with yourself once again. Okay, you understand yourself again in where you need to be, where you need to go. I feel like a little nice walk in nature will help as you find your connection to life and people, as you find out who you are and what you want. Okay, what I will also say to you as well, my darling, is I feel like you're going to become very successful. Okay, as you create yourself again. Okay, what I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you have to understand where you belong. Okay, understand how you belong and why you belong. Okay, what I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you need to refine and redefine. Okay, once you do that, you'll be fine. Once you do that, you will understand. And once you do that, you will find the self that is wanted and needed that has disappeared long ago. Okay. It's almost like you're just losing yourself. Okay, you've just got classic depression. Okay, and I feel like once you find your joy again, once you grow again, I feel like you'll be fine. You just need to start taking action on yourself, my darling. Okay, you just need to be a little bit more motivated. Okay, a little bit more trusting, a little bit more understanding. Okay, thank you for the gifts, thank you for the heart, me. Okay, you need to be honest and loyal to yourself. Okay, you need to look at your third eye. Okay, look at what you're seeing, look at where you're going. Okay, the sooner you do this, the easier your life will be. Okay, once you start seeing what you need to, not what you want to. Okay, and you will be successful. I know you're anxious about your breath. It's probably just asthma, my darling. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like you are divine, but I feel like you need to lock into your consciousness. The sooner you do that, the easier your life is going to be. Okay. As you find out your family, but you need the will. Okay, as you choose your new direction and where you need to go. Okay, you need to learn how to talk, learn how to speak, because although you might feel like your throat is closing up, or although you might feel like there is nothing there for you, there is everything there for you, my darling. Okay? There is everything there. Okay? And you'll be successful. You just need to find your inner child again. Okay, be your inner child, my darling. Once you do that, you'll be fine. Okay? Once you do that, you'll be fine. Okay? Hello, gentle monster. Hello, dark. Deek and Tank. Hello, my darling. Okay, and you will be successful. I would also say you need to be a little bit more compassionate to yourself, my darling, and express yourself in a way that other people haven't, even if you have to build a wall to defend yourself. Okay, you will be successful. You just have to heal yourself, my darling, okay? Does that make sense? Your anxiety will get better when you believe in yourself. That could take months, days, hours, seconds. You've just got to believe in yourself and find a coping mechanism. No coping mechanism, no success. Okay. Well, glad that made sense. Thank you for the 72,500 likes, my darlings, on TikTok. Amina has reached level 11 in the top fans. Thank you. Do I have a Mina, please? Hello, my darling. What would you like your reading on, boo? What's the future holding for you and A? And his feelings and intentions towards you. Okay, my darling, we can do that. We can have a look. Let's see. Let's see. So, what I would say here... Hello, Sammy. How are you, my darling? What I would say here for you, my darling, is I feel his intentions are trying to get closer. Okay, I feel like he wants to meet up and actually talk his feelings out. I feel like he wants to actually be honest about his feelings as well. I feel like he is staying loyal to you, and I feel like he still needs you, wants you, and will be with you. What I would also say here is I feel like he's trying to re-unlock himself, re-evaluate his life. Okay, my darling. I would say he's not re-evaluated it. I would say he doesn't understand it at the moment. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is going to find... Okay, he's going to find what he needs. You look like you've got something coming from him. It looks like a gift. I feel like there's a positive gift coming from him towards you, my darling. Has he made you official yet? Because I see someone becoming official. Because we have the sun and we have the star, so it's almost like someone's becoming official. No, so you two will become an official soon then, my darling. Okay. I feel like he's going to make you as official as quick as he can. Okay. And why? Because he knows that he needs you. So he's going to try everything that he can, whether you want it or not. Okay. He's done playing games. He's done playing stupid. Okay. So what are you going to do? I can tell you what you're going to do. Is you're going to crush him. You're going to show him why he should have done this sooner. Okay. And why he should have actually been with you when he had the chance. You're going to show him what he's missed out on. Okay. This is what needs to happen. Because then he'll realise why he's failed. Okay? You have to show him. So you have to let him make that mistake, and then you show him what he could have had. The sooner he realises what he could have had, the better. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is he has to work. Okay, he needs to work on himself. There is nothing there. Okay, he's not strong, he's not smart, he's indecisive. Okay, I mean, he used to be indecisive, now he just doesn't know. Just saying. Okay, he's even indecisive about being indecisive. Okay? And he doesn't know where he's going, what he's doing, who he wants, and who he doesn't need. Okay, he needs to re-find, redivine. Okay, and re-understand. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like his communication was always bad. I feel like he is going to get better communication soon, which means it is going to get easier. But to get to that point, it's going to be an absolute bloody nightmare. Okay, it's almost like he's using you as a therapist. Okay, which isn't needed. I feel like you need to make sure he knows you're not there to be a therapist. You need to be blunt and you need to shatter him as quickly as you can. Okay, he needs to know that there is no therapy there and that there is no therapy going to be needed. Okay? Does that make sense? Be a heartbreaker. Okay. You're very welcome, my darling. Remember, guys, if you'd like a reading, link in bio. If you get a 22 card reading, you do get to use my new deck. Okay, I do have a new 22 card deck, which I bought from Sammy, who was just in my live. I don't know if she's still here. But you'll get her deck. My 22 card reading is 2222. One of my 4s in my book looks Arabic. Not even joking. It looks like I wrote one of the Emma bit letters down. Whoops. Will you and Hazel get back together? No, I don't feel like you will. Does Anne Marie want to get back with you? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. Thank you for the follow, whoever followed. Will you and Otis get serious? Let's see. Will you and Otis get serious? Let's see. I feel like you guys will get serious, my darling. Yes. Okay. Remember, guys, if you'd like a reading, link in bio. It was a yes, my darling. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, just do exclamation mark link. If you're on Facebook, link in description. If you're on Twitch, link in bio, and if you're on Kick, link in bio as well. If you're on TikTok, obviously link in bio. Okay. Hello, gentle monster. How are you, my darling? Is he ghosting you? Let's see. Is he ghosting you? Let's have a look. I feel that he is ghosting you. Yes, my darling. Remember, guys, if you subscribe to my Patreon and you buy one of the links, I've got to remember which one. Let me get it up. And if you become a subscriber to my memberships, you will actually get, let me have a look. That's not it. That's not it. So if you do the big VIP, the VIP or the supporter, you do actually get stuff for that, okay? So for the supporter, you just get a nice free one card each month. If you're VIP, you start getting half price on the readings on my live, and you get a free 5-minute reading each month. If you go for the big VIP, you do actually get readings every month. You get a £10 reading every month for free. You will also get half price readings on private readings and on live stream as well. Okay. You do need to let me know if you're a subscriber to one of those though, and you need to use the account that you use on your social media. Okay, so I know who you are. Thank you for the follows. Does Kay like you romantically, or are you being delusional? Let's see. Let's see. He does like you romantically, my darling, yes. Gentle Monster, can you put your question in the chat again, please? I can't see it, boo. By the way, guys, no, I'm not stopping to have lunch. I haven't even eaten yet. Okay, we are powering through this. Does this person want to be closer to you? Let's see. Not at the moment, but they will do, my darling. I would say give them around about a month. Okay. Oh, your favourite time is live. Sorry, I was trying to read what you said there. So sorry, boo. My mind went blank. I was thinking, who's Woo? Thank you, my darling. Does your partner still want to be in a relationship with you? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, my darling. He meant woohoo. Does Jay really want to be together, like official? Let's see. Yes. Give me 1 second. When will H make us official public? Did I do that already? I can't remember. Did I do that already? While I wait for that answer. Will you be in a relationship this year? Yes. Will your partner move in with you this year? Let's see. Yes. I haven't answered. Let's see. Will H make you official and public? He will. I was going to say I couldn't remember if I'd done that or not. Is Eva getting the tattoo you love? Let's see. Yes. Will sleep help with your anxiety? Let's see. I feel it will, my darling, yes. Would it be this month? No, I feel like it's going to be next month. I just found out what I'm going to be eating is in like over 5 hours time. And no, I still haven't eaten yet. Does Jay dream about you like you dream about him? Let's see. Yes. Thank you for the US boxing glove. Thank you. Will Jay actually open up to you instead of being distance? Let's see. He will, my darling, yes. Is H hiding anything from you? No. Will Ray come back to you to take you guys seriously? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, my darling. Thank you for the follow. Does IB love you? Let's see. Yes, they do. Is M going to propose to you this year? Let's see. It looks like they will propose to you this year, my darling. Yes. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you. Is H hiding anything from you when he removed Viv's tag off his post? He won't move the tag off the post, my darling, but no, he's not hiding anything from you, okay? Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the rose, even, my darling. Would anyone like a reading? Link in bio if you'd like a reading. The price lists are also in my link tree as well. Link in the description as well. Thank you for the follows. Is Rue thinking about you today? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. You're just sorting to pay for the 3 mini. Okay, my darling. That's alright. Remember, guys, I am skipping lunch so I can do as many readings as I can. So I will only be having 1 meal today, so please make this worth my time. Let's keep going. Will the communication from M side be more often soon? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, it will be, my darling, yes. Good morning. Will you get a job offer from MK? Let's see. Yes, you will, my darling. Thank you for the votes. Thank you. Remember, guys, keep tapping the screen, keep liking, keep sharing. Okay, keep commenting. It really does help out. Thank you for the lovely gifts that you send. Remember, guys, don't forget to send your gifts if you'd like to. Even if they're just 1 penny worth, it still means a lot to me. So thank you for all the gifts that y'all are sending. Okay. Don't forget to hashtag FYP in the chat as well. It does mean a lot. Okay, my darlings. So thank you all so much. Thank you for the roses, my darling. Thank you. Remember, guys, we are trying to make this my full-time job. We are. We've been live for 2 hours, 17 minutes. Am I heading off soon? Nope. Not for another 2 hours. Thank you for the follow. Is your husband cheating on you? Let's see. Yes. First thing for the follow. First thing I did was get ready. Got out of bed, got ready, and went live. Haven't eaten. I've only drank. I've been live just for like over 2 hours now. I started at 10. Had a little scroll when I got up because I thought I'm not going to go live straight away. You guys don't need to see me looking very tired. You ate for me, thank you. I was saying before to drink some. Yeah, I could. I've drank a little bit. I've got some more coffee now. I've got some more coffee now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try it again. Do I feel hungry there? I'm starving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still got all of them. Witchcraft bingo! You're correct. Bravo. Bravo. Do you want a cookie? Do I have Shelley, please? Do you want a cookie or do you want a medal? For identifying that this is witchcraft. Hello, Shelley. What would you like your reading on, Boo? What is the current energy between Gareth and you? Blessings be, my darling. Right, let's see what the energy between Gareth and you is. Oh, before I do this reading, let me just pause this. Let no one be found among you who practices divination or sorcery. The last words, David. Now these are the last words of David. The oracle of David. An oracle is a psychic seer. The son of Jesus, the oracle. There we go again. aka psychic. Of the man who was raised on high. The anointed of the God of Jacob. The sweet palmist. Someone who tells your fortune using your palm. Of Israel. The Spirit of the Lord speaks by me. So he's a medium. His word is on my tongue. So a medium, a psychic, a seer, an oracle. Okay. Just saying. And if we're really going to go into this very quickly. Palms 116. If we're really going to go into this, thank you for the follow. Palms 116, 10 to 11. I believe even when I spoke, I am greatly affected. I said in my alarm, all mankind are liars. Who wrote the book? The Bible. Mankind. Thus, the Bible is a lie. I rest my case. I rest my case. So, Gareth and you, my darling. Your read will always have positive energy, my darling. If you're positive, your read will have positive, okay? So it's done off your energy, not mine. Okay. I'm one of those psychics that will use your energy for the reading. I don't use my energy, hence why I can read and read and read and never be tired. Because if I use my energy, then I'd be telling my own fortune. I would. No. So, you and Gareth, my darling, very positive. Okay, I feel like he's rested. Okay, he's understand where he's gone wrong, and I feel like he knows where he needs to go right. I feel like you two are actually working together. You've got a lot of prosperity coming your way. You've got a lot of joy. I do see hope. What I'd also say here is that there is definitely faith. There is promise. Okay, but you have to believe in oneself for it to work. You have to cross that bridge. Okay. I feel like there is a talk coming between the both of you, and I feel like he wants to have a talk with you. What I would also say here is this talk is going to take time, though. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he has to understand what he wants and what he needs. Okay. There's definitely love, but he's still being childish. Okay. He's still not being completely honest with himself. Okay. So although he wants you, although he needs you and he wants it to work, he's still being childish about himself and not being completely honest to himself, okay, babe? And I feel like he will start being more honest, he will start being more clear, eventually. But I feel like that is going to take a lot of time. I feel like that's where the pain's coming in, okay, boo? And that is where he's got to be more honest with himself, more understanding, okay? And that is where he's actually got to see what he wants to, okay? So he can actually make it work. Okay, boo. And I feel like he will make it work soon. It is just going to take a lot of time because his mind is cloudy. He's got a lot of negativity going on. I just feel like he can't show that. Okay, if he shows the negativity that's going on, he feels like he's weak and people walk away. Okay. What's your next question, Boo? What's the next question? How should you approach this situation for the best outcome? That's a good question. By being open and truthful. Okay, by showing that you're staying loyal. Okay. As long as you show that you're staying loyal, my darling, he won't mind what you say. Okay, but you're showing him that you're giving your full attention, your full truth. Okay, my darling, you're showing him that you're giving him everything. Okay. And he'll see that loyalty, he'll like that loyalty. Okay. What I will also say here is I feel like he will have faith in you and not in the tongue of others. So he will understand that you're here to show him what he needs, what he wants. And if you can do it with a sturdy argument, you'll be fine. Okay, but you have to show evidence in why he should pick you, why he should stay with you. Okay, my darling, and why he shouldn't go with someone else. Why you are the one. Okay, the sooner you show that, the better. Okay, my darling? What's the next part of your question? I am still here, yes. I know, mad. Are there any third parties? Let's see, are there any third parties you should be worried about? Let's see. No, I wouldn't say there's any third parties that you should be worried about. I know, Reza. I know, I still haven't eaten. What I would also say here is I feel like he wouldn't be a third party because he knows that you are for him. Thank you for the follow. So he sees no point in going for others because he knows that you are the one. He knows that you are right. Okay, if he went for others, he would realise it wouldn't work out, and that he'd always be longing you. Okay, longing and wanting you, my darling. That's what he'd be wanting. Okay, so what I would say here, thank you for the heart me, is that you are fine. You don't have to worry about the third parties, okay? Does that make sense? Brilliant, I'm glad it made sense. And just put a real sock in that guy's mouth that tried to outdo me with the Bible. I was baptised a Catholic. So even if I sin when I went back to Catholicism, I can just go to confession and I'll be forgiven. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the gems. Power gem even. Thank you for the house of whatever that is. House of Nightshades. Oh, we're going a little bit, what is it? Wednesday there. Thank you for the follow. Will Andy contact you? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. You love Wednesday, so do I. They've got a tarot or oracle deck of Wednesday now that I need to buy. I don't know. Does Shebby want to pursue a relationship with you? Yes. Is Y seeing someone else? Let's see. No, I wouldn't say they are seeing someone else, no. Is E hiding someone from you? Let's see. Thank you for the heart me. Is E hiding someone from you? No, I wouldn't say they're hiding anyone from you, my darling. Might actually just pop you guys down ever so slightly. There we go. Will Corey contact you today? Let's see. Yes. See, I don't use Temu. I use an actual store. I use Amazon or Etsy. I pay for the expensive crap. I do. I pay for the expensive. I love Tara so much. Thank you for the follow. You're looking to get me a FIFA meet. Thank you, boo. Will your husband return to you? Let's see. No. You get the bargains on Temu. You do, but you get fake decks. So there's no. So all the decks on Temu are not the real ones. Okay, I'll show you. I would show you, but it's all the way under stuff. Whoops. But no, yeah, they're all fake on Temu. They are. I mean, if people want to buy me stuff off Temu, go ahead. I don't mind. I'll still use it. I just wouldn't personally buy off Temu. And that's just me personally. Obviously, if you want to, you can. I don't mind. Not first. For example, actually, I can show you the Temu. Okay. I find Temu's good for if I want to go somewhere. I can take the Temu ones. But then if it rains, I'm not as sad. So, for example, that's Temu. Alicia got me this. I love this deck. I use this as my travel one because it's small. Let me show you what the actual one looks like. That's Amazon. That's Temu. Massive size difference. The colorization is different as well, and quality. So I will use these as like travel. I will, because they're smaller. So sometimes the problem I find with some decks is they don't have a small version, like a pocket edition. So what I would use is, if someone buys me a Temu version, is I'll use the Temu version because it's smaller, so it's more compact, it's more light, and I can travel with it. So I like that. Hi Jamie, I've just bought a £10 mini rune. Thank you, boo. Give me like a minute. Let me just have like a minute break. Let's just chat for a minute. I've been reading non-stop for 2 hours and 34 minutes now. Let me have a 1 minute break. Okay. Live for ages. How is everyone doing? Have a coffee. It's a little hot. It's a little hot. I want food. I just don't want to eat. Happy or starter? You guys get to hear me drink. Have some lemon juice. No, I've got coffee. I've got Tim Hortons coffee. It's fine. It's fine. Love the slurp. It's the swallow you'll hear. Just look how close you are to my neck. How do I take coffee? I can't say what I said to Mum. Black, white, as many shots as you can humanly put in. Also depends what coffee it is. I normally drink about 4 a day. Maybe 8 if I'm working. That's what I say, Queen, but I don't know if people will like it. So right now my coffee's more coffee than milk. And I went to Mum. She went, how do you want your coffee? I went, the way I like my men. I'm gonna get some coffee and chocolate cookies. Don't make me hungry, please. Tea all the way. I love tea. I love tea. I'll drink tea if I've got something on that day, because I drink too much coffee and then I need the loo afterwards. So if I'm gonna be somewhere that day, I'll drink tea. If I'm just at home all day, I drink coffee. You're having coffee with crackers and cheese. Oh, nice. But no, I like my coffee. I like my tea. You need at least 2 cups of coffee a day. I need about 4. I need about 4. I don't need it to function, but no, I need about 4 cups if you want to have me in a good mood. If I've got to go in public, give me 4 cups of coffee before I go out. If I haven't drank coffee that day, you better know I'm not going to be in a good mood. If I haven't had coffee or a cup of tea, you better know I'm not going to be in a good mood until I have a coffee or tea. I'll be crabby. So don't put me with any kids until I've drank some coffee. Or those kids are going to be having nightmares that day. Thank you for the heart, mate. What am I doing for Easter? Well, today I'm going to see Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And then tomorrow I'm going golfing. Then I'm working again, aka doing this. Yeah. Also, someone asked how they get a read. It's just link in bio. It's also got my price list in there. Sorry, completely blanked that. What else am I doing? Might game a little bit tomorrow as well. How do you get free? Yes, no. I'm just having a couple minutes break. Then I've got a 10. Then I've got a minute. Then I've got a full reading to do. But I've been reading for over 2 hours and 30 minutes, 39 minutes. So I'm just having a mini break and having a quick chat. Otherwise, I'm not going to get a break till later. I probably should eat. I'm actually not hungry now. I've lost my appetite again. Is it donation? No. I have an actual price list. You might do some self-care and do an Easter egg hunt for the kids. Ew. Ew. I haven't done an Easter egg hunt for well over 10 years now. Oh my god, I'm that old I can say I've not done an Easter egg hunt for over 10 years. Have I actually got to that age? Cheese on toast might tempt you? No. That's actually not tempting me. Which is a first. I like my cheese on toast. Are ghosts real? Yes. Well, they're not ghosts, they're called spirits. Ghosts are for lame kids that don't want to get scared. Your kids are small. Oh. Me and Ollie saw a really, really cute couple with their children. And for once, I actually thought it was really cute. And I don't like kids. I really don't like kids. Because I can't tell them off unless they're my own child. If I'm working with kids, I'm fine. Because I can tell them off. I have control. If I can't control the kids, I don't like them. Because I can't tell them off, because then I get the parents after me. So, yeah. I avoid kids. I avoid kids in public. and very old-fashioned. I believe they should be seen, not heard. I mean, we went out to a restaurant for my mum's birthday for lunch, and there's a kid sat there eating his dinner with an iPad in his other hand, and I was there like, hang on a minute, you're at the table and your kid's on the phone while he's eating. Awful. And like people like the kids running around the place, I'm just there like, why? Show some respect. You're there to eat, you're not in a playground. You can't. I'm autistic. That's not an excuse. I have autism and ADHD. You don't need an iPad just to eat. That's just what I call antisocial. That is. Then again, I was brought up without electronics when I'm eating. So I think it's down to the parents. If the parents allow their kid to watch their phone and eat, that's all their kid's gonna do. That's how they're gonna think. If you don't allow them to, and you make them eat without watching anything, then they won't be an iPad kid. Kids nowadays don't have a childhood at all. I'm 21 and I'm saying that, even I had a childhood. I mean, I used to play 40-40 back to base. I used to play British Bulldog and all that. Now you can't play any of that. Apparently it's too violent. I'm younger, thank you. Yeah, I'm only 21. How old did you think I was? Some people seem to think I'm in my 30s. I look pretty fat if I'm in my 30s, I'm sorry. I mean, look at these cheeks. I'm like a panda. I'm a human panda. Because I've normally got black circles around my eyes from not getting enough sleep. You're surprised I was brought up right. I didn't have an iPad till I was at least... when did I get my first iPad? Might look good on me though, so I might like it on something. I had my first iPad for 8 years, so I think I was 12 when I got my first iPad. I was in high school either way. And I had a screen time, so I was only allowed on my iPad for half an hour. Then it went up to an hour. And then eventually I got unlimited time because I was socialising on my Xbox, so I didn't have any screen time at that point. I was allowed to do whatever I wanted, within reason. But yeah, kids nowadays can go on their phones and iPads for too long and do whatever they want. I mean, they have social media and they're just there like, hang on a minute, you're too young to have social media. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. I'm only in XL. I thought it was XXL. I've actually made myself happy now. Got some lovely stuff from TK Maxx. Lovely clothes. Loving the mug. Thank you. My friend got it me when I was in high school. She got it me as a birthday present. You're a very depressing person. Correct, I am. It's probably because I am depressed. I'm very pessimistic. I don't like my generation. I don't actually like the world we live in. It's too violent, too horrible. My generation are just rude. They have no manners in public. There's nothing really to be happy about till I go on holiday. Then I'm happy. Australia had the right idea for banning it for under 16s. My stupid government overruled that and went, no, we're not going to ban it for under 16s. Parents need more responsibility. Huh? Have you seen the parents nowadays? Where am I going on holiday? I've got no idea. My parents booked the holiday. I just go with them. Literally. In my eyes, it's a free holiday. I really don't care where we go. As long as I enjoy it while I'm there. Right, let's get on with the reading. I've had enough of a break. My fuel is more expensive whilst there's wars going on, and now where I'd rather be. In all fairness, so I don't drive anymore. I've got a license, but I don't drive. Oh, that's cute. Hurts my eyes, but that's cute. So my insurance is £2,000 upwards, about 2,300 it is. So I don't pay that anymore. I don't drive anymore. I'm not paying insurance that is that much. It's too expensive. I can't afford it. If I want to get a day's insurance, it's 60 quid. Again, I cannot insure it. No, I've never crashed. Never. I'm a very safe driver. That's just because I'm 21 years old. And I'm male. It's almost enough to turn me transgender just so I can be a female and get cheaper prices. I'm sorry, you're going to get jokes like that, deal with it. But no, insurance is way too high. Petrol's gone up even more. I am not paying the price that they want for petrol. I don't have that sort of money. And So my mum was filling up her car last night. So I remember we could spend about... She remembers we could spend about 30 quid just to get from one place to another. And that would do your whole tank. She spent 80 quid last night just to fill up her car. My car is only a Ford Focus. And that costs almost 80 quid to fill up to the top. And that's a really small engine. Hello, Deal. How are you? Get a 1 litre. My car is a really small car. It's a Ford Focus. Ford Fiesta even. Ford Fiesta, not Ford Focus. Ford Fiesta. £2,300 insurance. Or £60 a day. If I do daily insurance. Petrol's... I think mine's either diesel or petrol. It's almost like 80 quid for my car. And it's smaller than my mum's. I can't afford to eat out if I wanted to. I can't afford to live by myself. I have to live with my parents. I can't afford to get groceries. That's almost like 100 quid for a week. That's just for 3 people. And people wonder why I'm so pessimistic and depressed. Because life, I can't afford anything anymore. It's too expensive. I'm paying £120 a year just for my Xbox so I can play online. I'm paying over £500 in subscriptions just so I can work. Just so I can run this business. My website, that isn't even made yet. I'm still making it. It's cost me over £200 for 3 years. My fucking... Streamlabs cost me over £100 to £200 just so I can multi-stream a year. I pay £242 a year for Facebook and Instagram just so I have the blue tick. Do you see my points now? It is that expensive. And people wonder why I don't want to eat today. So I'm not hungry. Too depressed. Don't want to eat. Don't want food. Too much. I'm making any profits? At this rate, not really. I've got more money going out than I have coming in. But that's because you guys have more money going out than coming in. So you guys have to like buy house insurance, pay for bills and stuff, so you won't be able to pay me as much, which means I don't get paid as much. See what I mean? So whatever affects you affects me. Do you see what I mean? So if you guys don't get paid, means I don't get paid. If you guys don't get money, means I don't get money. And that is the problem with running your own business, is you rely on the cost of living for other people and the fact that they can afford to pay you. It is painful. That's what it's like having a business at the start. It is. I've been doing so over 4 years. I have. And this is why I do freebie lives, because I know people can't afford to get readings all the time. So I always think, well, they should still be able to get a reading at least once a week. So I make sure that they can get one for free. Because it's only fair. It's simple. And this is why, as much as I want this to be my full-time job, this is why I see it as still a hobby, because I can't afford it to be a job. It's impossible. My government has made it impossible for small businesses to be a business at this rate. I don't even earn the tax bracket. Do you see what I mean? A lot of my generation cannot afford to earn a tax bracket. A lot of my generation are now on benefits because jobs can't pay us enough. And some of us can't actually get a full-time job. My friend, Ollie, he lives at home. He's got 3 jobs. All 3 of them pay him. He still can't afford to live by himself or to move out. He's still running out of money. And he's working 3 jobs a week. Thank you for the follow. And the problem is, the cost of living is going up. But minimum wage isn't. Minimum wage is still around about £12 something. Tax is super rich, they do. The 1% pay about 30% tax. They're still not getting taxed enough. I know 100k likes, thank you. Hello Rainbow Butterfly. Like, we are just not getting, people just aren't getting paid enough anymore. But hey ho, do I have Mary, sweet little dream seeker? Please, for your reading, thank you for your patience. Thank you for letting me have a mini break. But yeah, I went on a massive rant there, Jesus. I know, 30% of 4 mil. 400 mil. That's all they take. I'd love to have that much money. I would. How much is gas here? Hey Siri. How much is petrol and diesel in the UK? So it's about £1.52 a litre for unleaded diesel. Oh, so that was for petrol, and £1.85 for a litre for diesel. So expensive. Cost my mum 80 quid yesterday to fill up her car. Let's win the lotto. I know. I'd love to do that. I still wouldn't retire if I won the lotto. I can't. I have to work. I have to. I can't do nothing. That's why I work on holiday and stuff. It's $4 a gallon in the US. So $4 in the UK is around about £3.03. So you've got it bad. You've got it bad. Do I have Mary? Do we have Mary? Sweet little dream seekers. Okay, it's 1:15 now. At this point, I need food. Mum, can I have some lunch, please? Well, breakfast. Whatever it's called at this point. 1:16. I'm only asking for lunch now. Do you think you'll be able to do this full time soon? I do. Hopefully I will be able to make this full time. Hopefully, I'd love to. That'd be amazing. Will Marcus call today? Let's see. Yes. But I'd love to make this full time. I mean, I wish I could, like, people could afford to, like, send TikTok universes. That'd be lovely. But you can only dream at this point. You can only dream and manifest at this point. That's how bad people's money situations are now. Is people can't afford. Hello, Mary. What would you like your reading on, boo? Everything's just too expensive. Why do you think I charge £1 for one card? So people can afford something. I charge from £1 all the way up to 143.33. I do. I have something that everyone can afford. At this point, I don't think people are going to be able to afford £1. But hey ho. We keep pushing, we keep going, and we just do what we love and hope that we can get by. Somehow. Some way. And eventually we will. And that's life. You just have to keep pushing. You just have to keep going. Yeah. Exactly. We're literally working to survive at this point. We're not working because we want to. We're working because we have no choice. I mean, I will never be able to retire. Ever. With the way everything is going, I will have to work till I die. Literally. Thank you for the galaxy, my darling. Mwah. Thank you, boo. That's how expensive everything is. I mean, I see old people still working. And they should be retired. They should be living off their pension, and they can't. I know you are, Mary. I'm just waiting for your question, boo. I'm waiting for your question. What's your question for your reading? Or do you just want like a general? I mean, I can't even afford a house. I can't afford a flat. The person I'm talking to, he wants to own a farm. A farm that he wants to buy is 800,000. It's got to the point, it's cheaper, I'm not even joking, it is cheaper to live on a cruise, people are saying, than it is to actually live in a house. Oh, I am staying with my parents, trust me, I ain't going nowhere. So, you'd like to know how things are with your son? We can do that. So, is things between you and your son, or are you like worried about your son and you wanted to make sure he's okay? Is that correct? And if you don't mind me asking, how old is your son? Or like, what year was he born? If you don't want to give the age. Don't worry, I've got dyscalculia. I can't work ages out from a date of birth. But I know roughly how old they are. You're worried about him. Okay, thank you for the follow. He's in his 20s. Okay. Well, we can definitely have a look. Let me just... Ooh. Let me just switch decks. I managed to remove my chat. Is that like, how did I do that? Thank you for the follow. So. Jamie's in his 20s. Wait, you worry about me? Why do you worry about me? I'm not that bad. Right, let's see what you get, boo. Let's see what you get. Oh, I love you, Queen. Let's see what you get. So, straight off the bat, my darling, he's doing fine. He's okay. His mental health could be better, but I feel like he just doesn't understand where he wants to be and where he wants to go. I feel like he wants to open up to you, but he can't. Okay? It's not because he doesn't love you or he doesn't trust you. He doesn't want to burden you. He doesn't want to be a burden. Okay? I feel like he is very grateful for everything that you have done, but I feel like he wants to try and live the life the way he needs to. And he feels if he keeps burdening you, you might not be here for much longer. Okay? He's scared that he's going to send you under. I wouldn't say he's got any addictions, to be quite frank. Okay, he's managed to stay away from that. I feel like he does drink occasionally, but I feel like he's trying to last. His mental health could be much better, but I feel like he is struggling with that. But I feel like he just doesn't understand why everything isn't going his way, why things go wrong. And it's almost like he feels like he doesn't fit in. Okay. I feel like he wants to stay close with you. He really wants to have a close relationship with you, my darling, and he really wants to stay. Okay, he does. But he also wants to flap his wings and leave the nest when necessary. Okay, and I feel like that's what he's struggling with. Because he doesn't always want to be with you and Bird and everything, okay? He doesn't want you to worry, he doesn't want you to fear. But he knows you do it because you love him, okay, and because you care. What I would also say here is your son is a strong laddie, my darling. Okay, a very strong laddie. And he's been through a lot, he's been through hell and war, okay? But you've always been by his side, and he'll always be by yours, even when you most need him. Okay, he will always be by your side. He will repay you 10 timefold. Okay. What I will say here for you, my darling, is I feel like he's just got to hold back. His communication could be much better, don't get me wrong. Okay, he wishes that his communication could be much better. Okay, and I feel like it will get better. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like his love life isn't doing as good as it could. Okay. I also feel like he's questioning himself. Okay, thinking, is a love life partner actually worth it? Okay, who does he like? Who doesn't he? Okay, and I feel like that's struggling with him as well. Okay, he wants to be accepted, but at the same time he wants to be different. And I feel like he struggles with that. Okay, because he doesn't know if people are going to allow him to be accepted, if they're going to allow him to be in. Okay, and I feel like that scares him because he's there like, well, am I worth it? Okay. I feel like he's going to open up to you sooner rather than later. And I feel like he does keep a diary. And don't worry, he's got no special notes that will be given on the day of a departure. Okay, he's not hit rock bottom yet. Okay, my darling. And to be quite frank, I wouldn't say he's close. I feel like the friends around him are helping him out quite a lot. And I feel like they're showing him everything that he needs. They're being there for him so he's not reliant on you all the time. Okay. Thank you for the slays. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he masks his emotions. Thank you for the slays, my darling. Okay, he masks his emotions because he is scared to show his emotions. He doesn't know if people will accept him if he does, because in his eyes he's a man. And men don't show emotions, do they? What I would say here for you is he wants to be your rock, not the other way around. Okay. At the same time, I feel like he's struggling with work. Okay, trying to find something that he can fit in with. Okay. And I feel like he almost doesn't feel like the work is right. He wants a change. He needs a change, and he needs somewhere that's actually going to work for him in the hours that he wants and can do. I feel like he needs to go part-time. I don't think he can do full-time at the moment. His mental capacity is not doing good. Okay, it's overstressing him. He's overworked. He's he can't compensate for the overwork that he has to do. Okay, he has no social life at that point. Now work is overtaking him. Okay. And this could also be why he's not doing very good mentally as well, is because he can't work the amount that he is. Okay, he's trying to stay loyal. He really is, but it's not working. But no, I feel like part-time would be good. I feel like he's looking for jobs. Okay, he's looking for something that can work for him and work in the way that he wants it to or needs it to. But I feel like he's going through a lot of negative time. He just can't find anything that is actually going to be beneficial. And I feel like that's why he's struggling. Okay. And I say this is why he has to go part-time. He can't do full. He needs to go to part-time. He does. Okay. He can do full a little later on. Okay, in about a year, year and a half. But I feel at the moment he just needs to go part-time, get back into his head, get back into the right mental space. Okay, and then go back to work properly. Okay. The work that he's in will not continue now. Okay, he's going to get a job that's actually better, and that can actually cater to what he needs. I would say a nice autism diagnosis or ADHD diagnosis would be quite good. I'd say he's got dyslexia, slight bit of dyscalculia, and high anxiety. Okay. So I'd say getting tested for that will really help him out in the workspace because he'll find coping mechanisms that can help him, and the work will support him through the coping mechanisms as well, which will give him the direction that he needs. Okay. And show him where he needs to go. Okay. I feel like he's going to open up to you within 2 days. He's going to be very honest about his mental health, because he won't be able to take it anymore. Oh, he won't be able to bottle it up anymore. Okay. So what I will say here is he will be honest about that. What I will also say here is no matter how hard it's going to be, he is going to be there. Okay. I feel like his job is going to change within the next 3 to 6 months. Okay. Because to be quite frank, finding a job is going to be the hardest part. Getting it, he'll be able to get a job quite easily, but finding one that is going to be suitable isn't going to be the easy part at all. Okay, that is going to be where it clamps down quite a lot. Okay, and that is going to be where the biggest struggle is trying to actually find one. Okay, thank you for the shares. Thank you for the roses. I feel like he'll be, once he signs up, thank you for the follow. Once he signs up to it, be there like, yep, you've got the job. Trying to find it though. Nah. Okay, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the shares. What I will also say here for you as well is it's almost like he doesn't know his niche. Excuse me. He doesn't know his niche. He doesn't know what he wants. He wants to change. He really does. He just doesn't know what he wants to change to. Okay, my darling? Does that make sense? Thank you for the follow. He's got a bright future. He really does. Okay. He's just got to open up more and find himself. Okay, so for example, have a spiritual awakening. Let himself find himself. Know that he's got people around him. Time away, time off. That sort of thing will help out. Okay. But what I will say here, he's just got to find himself. Once he finds out what he's good at, he'll be fine. But what he's doing right now is not what he's good at. Okay, he's got much more potential than he's being given. Much more. Okay, he's only shown about 2% of his potential. He's got another 98 to show. But he's not being given the chance. Okay. And he needs the chance. Hope that helps. I can taste blood in my throat. That's how hungry I am. And I've got a headache. You're welcome, my darling. Oh, one sec. I'm actually quite proud of myself, guys. I've survived all the way to 1 o'clock, 31 minutes past 1 to eat. Will your tribune go in your favour? Thank you for the roses. Let's see. No, not one bit. Will Steve message you again soon? Let's see. No. Are you actually going to make it to South Dakota in July? Let's see. Thank you for the roses. Yes, you will. Let me change decks again. If I look really hungry, I am. You're welcome. I wasn't joking when I said I was going to do restrictive eating. When I say I'm going to do restrictive eating, I'm going to do restrictive eating. Will your grandson live with you again full time soon? Let's see. I feel like you will, my darling, yes. Okay. I thought you was... I said that and I ate French, but... Are they lying? Let's see, are they lying? Yes, they are. Will you pass your 3rd year board exam this year? I feel that you will, my darling, yes. Amy, does he want you back? Let's see. Yes. Are they cheating? Let's have a look. I feel that they are, my darling, yes. Remember, guys, if you like a reading, link in bio, it does actually have my price list in there as well. Okay. Will you hear from Rue as you're off for 3 days? Yes, you will, my darling. You will hear from him, okay? Thank you for the rainbow. Paul will come back to reconcile with you. Let's see. Yes. Will VN and GB together? Let's see. I don't really feel like you guys will be together at this moment, no. Did Chris really read your message? Yes, he really did read your message, my darling, yes. Okay, yes. Thank you for the follow. Also, thank you for the lovely gifts that y'all are sending as well. It really does mean a lot, okay? So thank you so much. Hello, my darling. Thank you for the follow. Does Martin love Petra? Let's see. I feel like he does like Petra, my darling. Yes, I'm sorry. Good morning, my darling. Are you and Brandon over for good? No, I don't feel like you guys are over for good. Does Elle want to contact you? Let's see. Does Elle want to contact you? Let's have a look. No, not at the moment, but they will do. Okay, just not right now. To Cyprus, 3 days. Let's see. They will come to Cyprus in 3 days, yes. Good afternoon, my darling. Food. Thank you. Give me 1 sec, guys. I want to eat. Should you walk away from Ron? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. I've got tuna sandwiches. I've got this. That's what I've got. That was a cheese string, yes. And yes, I bit into the cheese string, I didn't pull it. Thank you for following. One second, I'm on a breakfast break quickly. You heard me, this is my breakfast. I just love cheese in general. Let alone a cheese string. Go on, eat your leftover roast potatoes. Thank you for the share. Does your diet include not smoking? I could make this ASMR eating if I wanted to. Give me 1 second, Shiv. I'm just quickly eating. How much are we reading? Link in bio. It's got my price list in there. It does. My price list is in the link tree. Only because I've got 15 different things you can buy. And try not to eat near the mic, don't worry. But cucumbers loud. You like it? Here's the deal, Queen. If I ever get a TikTok universe, I'll do a mukbang just for you. How about that with ASMR sounds? The way you went, oh yes. Thank you, I'm glad you like my rings. You want it sent on a private... I do it on live. No joke, I do it on live. So there we go on YouTube as well, you can watch it there. If you want it private, you'd have to send the TikTok universe. Yeah, it's an impossible deal. Hello Stella, my darling, how are you? I'm just eating for the first time today. Good luck, Queen. That's all I'm saying. Tam just said that's it, I need to go and eat something. I just woke up after a week of Mondays. Oh my lord. Feel sorry for you. I did extreme time restricted eating. Thank you for the roses. There we go. Thank you for the roses. I've eaten. Do you see Utpal coming back to reconcile with you? After you broke up, let's see. Yes, he will, my darling. We're back to the yes or no's. And any readings if anyone would like one. Will Kevin and you reconcile? Let's see. Yes. You're welcome, my darling. Would it be a late night message? Let's see, would it be a late night message? Yes, it will, my darling. I'm back. Well, I didn't leave, I just muted. But yeah, if you'd like a reading, link in bio, my darlings. It's got my price list in there as well. Will Ron and you be in a relationship? Let's see. Yes. You will, my darling. Right, would anyone else like a reading? I've been live for 3 hours and 27 minutes. I'm not joking, I've been live for that long. We've been live for a very, very long time. Oh my god, Ollie is near where I used to go to primary school. I'm not even joking. Was that my belly that rumbled? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I literally wouldn't be surprised. Hello, Rainforest. I do, my darling, yes. I do have room, my darling, if you'd like a reading. Sorry, I was just spying on my friend. What is near where I went to primary school? What would you like your reading on, Rainforest? Thank you. Thank you, boo. Oh, it's hard to swallow then. That's what she said. Queen's eating her roast. I'm just casually eating an apple. Oh my god, you weren't joking. You're in bed eating a roast? Yeah, I finished my sandwich already. I'm on to this now. Starving? You feel like he's lying to you about what's going on? Okay. Thank you for the share. So are you looking for like an energy check? Reza is only 1:52 in the morning. AM even. PM. In the afternoon. There we go. it's 7:52 a.m. where you are. Jesus. Queen, it's 8 minutes to 2 p.m. Don't be one of those weirdos that goes, it's 2 p.m. when you've got like 8 minutes left before it is. Let me finish this crack and I'll do the energy check for you. She's not joking when she says she's eating a roast in bed. Thank you for the heart, me. Right. Let's have a look for you, Rainforest. Thank you for the UK boxing glove. What have you just sent me? Yeah. That's my response. That's my response to you, mother. Thank you for the US boxing glove. UK will always win. We're better. We're better. You guys are good at rodeos. We're just better at boxing. Queen, you're good at a different sort of rodeo. Your sort of rodeo involves you being the one that's ridden. That's a different sort of rodeo. Very different. Right, let's see what you get, Rainforest. So I don't feel like he's lying to you. I feel like you're in your head. Okay, I feel like he's being honest with you, my darling. Okay, he's maybe not telling you certain things, but I feel like he's still being honest. Okay, I feel like he's still being truthful with you. Okay, and I feel like he does still love you, does still want you. I would just say you're overthinking. Simples. Okay, literally, there's a connection between you two. He's still walking away from her. I still see a divorce coming between them both. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like there is more of an open opportunity for you. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't mean he wasn't with his daughter, though. That's what I mean, is like he's withholding information. He's still being honest, still telling you the truth. He's not lying. He's just not giving you the full information. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, my darling. But no, he's still being truthful to you. Okay, he's still being honest. He's still showing you what you need. He's just not necessarily showing you everything. Because he knows what you're like. Okay. So I feel like he is still going to be there. I feel like he is still going to be honest. He might start opening up a little bit more, but he knows what you like about her. He knows what you think about her. So he thinks, why start like an argument? Why start something that isn't necessarily needed to be started? Okay. He said A and her daughter were going somewhere and he was going to be alone with his daughter. Slightly contradictory there. But plans change. The mother might have suddenly gone, actually, I want to be there. Okay. You know what I mean? So he might not have actually lied. She might have just changed her mind and gone, actually, I do want to be there. Okay, so I wouldn't say that he's lied to you, my darling. But plans just change, and so do situations. Okay, he still wants you. Okay, he still wants you. I don't feel like he's lied to you. I feel like he's being honest. Okay, he's saying everything that is needed to be said. Okay, and I feel like it's going to continue that way. But no, I wouldn't say. I would just say you're in your head. Okay, I wouldn't say it. There's a lie going on in sight. Okay, at all. I would say it's fine. Honestly. Okay, boo. Good afternoon, my darling. Do you see what I mean? I know it's frustrating, my darling. I know it's frustrating. Okay, but he's not lying, okay, boo? I feel like he still wants you. I feel like he still needs you. I feel like he's still looking for you. I feel like he's still going to go through a divorce. He just doesn't want to start like a row or any fights or anything like that. Okay. I feel like he really does want to work it out with you. He really does want to make it work. Okay, boo. Does that all make sense? I feel like it's still around about May time or just a month after May, okay, boo? So there's still going to be the divorce. Okay. We're still looking around about May. Okay. Does that all make sense, boo? Coach can ask about finances. What do you want to know about your finances, my dad? This will have to be the last question because I do need to pop off. We've been live over 3 hours and 41 minutes. About the payback and when. Okay, we can have a look. Oh, don't be sorry, my darling. Don't be sorry. It was a long stream today, yeah. So you're still going to get back pay, my darling. Okay. That's still coming within the next month to 2 months. Okay. Oh, don't be sorry. I started really early today. I started really early. Okay. I feel like in a week you're going to find out how much you're going to get back paid, okay? So again, let you know within the week. By the summer, you'll have your full back pay. Okay, by your summer, you'll have your full back pay. Okay, madame. So I feel like you're still going to get it. In a week, you're going to know how much you're going to get now. And then by summer, you'll have your full back pay. Okay? Hope that helps. Does that all make sense? Yeah, I started very early today. You're very welcome, my darling. Right, I'm going to pop off for now, my darlings, because I have been live for over 3 hours. Almost 4. I'm not even joking, I've been live for 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for the hidden egg, my darling. So I'm going to pop off for now, my darlings. I'll be back on again tomorrow. We're looking afternoon, evening time. Okay. So Tulipip, thank you all so much for your support. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Thank you for the 109,300. Thank you for the 109.3k likes even. Thank you for the 1,327 diamonds. And thank you for the lovely likes, follows, shares, comments, payments. Thank you so much. So I will see you on the next one. Have a good one, my darlings, and bye for now. Mwah. Ta-ta.